Alright, let's continue our captivity. Might as well.
You're under arrest for the crime
Get
of...
you to ride in that gear?
Doc, before the village was destroyed, I lived without doubting myself. But it's different now. I don't know who I am. I never felt like this before.
All it took
That
was
felt
one
sad.
bad day.
Yeah.
Well, we cannot do anything as long as we are prisoners, even if we wanted to. Let us rest a while, though. Maybe we'll sort your feelings out a little.
Maybe.
Good idea. Not a lot.
It was him. No mistake. That was no coincidence. Could it be that we are approaching the time of the gospel?
Can I get
Oh,
an amen?
What does this mean? And now, Citan is gonna report to someone in a vague psychedelic imagery. Go ahead, Jova.
Yes, the gospel.
Keep going, Joe. Keep going.
People expelled from paradise and forced to live on the cruel surface of the earth. We who fill this land will once again return to the presence of God in paradise and live there eternally. That is the time of the gospel. That time is at hand. We, gospel, must find God's resting place by then and resurrect him. That is our final prayer.
Our final prayer?
What the hell happened to All for One?
Our final prayer to escape from the fate that was determined at our genesis.
Majesty, is this the end?
What are you hiding, Citan?
This is the
Everyone is hiding something from Fei, my god. Is there anyone Fei can trust?
welcome to
Someone
the
is watching it.
superintendent.
Bingo.
Welcome to...
Just as the report said, an Aveh transport. And look at what we have on top. Haha.
It's...
No mistaking it. That's a new Kislev model. It has to be the stolen gear everyone is after.
There we go.
What the heck? Whatever the case, there's no way we're going to let that shocking
does it-
guy have it.
Why does it look like his head is censored?
No, it's his blonde hair.
Gunner! Turret A.
Yeah.
Ayrton and turret B Delta can initiate their
Yeah.
ectropometers 20 seconds after opening.
Technobabble, Pedro.
Franz!
This is you, Dweebs.
Okay. I don't hear anything other than the floating sound of the sand. No suspicious radar activity detected.
Okay, yeah. Your character is gonna show up also later for anyway. But the point is,
Marcellus!
make sure he's ready on standby and catapults. Again, the point is that technobabble is happening all over the place. They'll be able to launch 1 minute after we resurface.
Good. Let's do it. Batcon level 1. Man, this guy is wreaking some serious
Surface
protagonist vibes.
Yeah. More like, again, just shonen protagonist vibe, yeah.
Let me guess, is he
Alright,
gonna
Dweebs, this is actually you.
Young master, what is happening? What was the alarm all about?
We got one, at last.
And I had to do this. Not again. Young master, hold on a second.
Battle stations, everyone! Surface navigation. Begin operating the sand pump. Prepare to fire starboard cannons upon surfacing.
Young master!
Young master!
Trim to the right. The wind is strong up there, and we may be blown off balance. Jericho, hand the helm over to me. I'm taking matters into my own hands. with my
Basically.
amazing depth perception. Even though I have an eye patch.
What is that?
Your salvation.
Or your doom.
You know, Teo.
A sand submarine. That is so cool.
That is pretty awesome.
A sand cruiser. Must be those desert pirates.
Now ride the waves, everyone!
I prefer sky pirates.
There we have to go through sand for one thing.
Also, geez, the performance again.
This game, this game is busting the PS.
I bet that on an emulator it probably doesn't have these kind of problems, but geez.
No, I actually think this is probably. Remember, too, there was also a lot of older games had a lot more slowdown than a lot of people remember.
Go ahead, Jova.
Alternate fighting between A. Anton and B. Belta. Calculating adjustments. Oh yeah.
God damn it, we have Sonic at the helm.
Switch
took the
modes
joke.
over to salvos after the initial shots.
Yeah, this is happening.
Let's slow them down. Get ready to give them a spanking they won't forget.
Young master, please wait. It may just be a requisition ship, not a warship.
Shut up, Jeeves.
Let me handle this. I think I know what I've got my eyes set on. Whether
This
it's a
kid's a little
warship or not,
trigger-happy,
it's carrying
maybe.
a new gear. Let them have it.
Starting to think you should have reversed the roles to have Dwiz play the Blondie here.
Nah, I think
no.
he's perfectly suitable for Jova.
Def.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Judging by the angle, it seems as if a gun blast has made a hole in the hull.
We're sinking into the sand.
We'll probably sink within minutes.
You
A
sound
few
very calm
minutes.
about
Talk.
Don't look at me.
Don't worry, your hearts will go
It is
on.
locked. Somebody free us! Ah!
I got a minute.
You
went
literally
from car-
busted
you
open.
went-
Oh,
you went-
shit.
I got a minute. You went from being
Get out of here, talk.
You went from being really calm about it to then the split second later going, help!
I think that was just more so how Pedro voiced
Also,
it.
apologies, my gato fucked up a bit during this entire part, so a couple of things are slightly missing. But again, it's nothing, no real major dialogue is missing on that. The point is that now the ship is sinking, and yes, you do have a time limit, otherwise you're boned, basically. And
Wow.
yes, you still do have fights to do in the meantime.
Ooh, that was close.
However, there is a shortcut. If you do it like here, you arrive directly near the exit. So again, there's a bit of trial and error, and basically you can find potentially the long way or the proper shortcut. You can it's still manageable nonetheless. But on the long way you have a bit more encounters, so it might be more useful if you want to grind.
Shame
Sorry.
about the lighting.
Yeah, sometimes there is a bit of darkness in here because of this. And we had to fight the Aveh soldiers in the meantime.
Seriously,
Jesus,
my dudes, your ship is sinking. I think
we don't
you
have
should
time
set
for
your
this.
priorities.
That's GTFO here.
Question: does battling? Okay, does the time
Well,
you
they
spend
think they can have
battling
heavy
also
intruders
affect
after
the
the
time
ship is
limit to you?
No, thankfully no.
Ah, okay, that's nice.
You know,
I hate
Theo,
when games do that, unless it's done fairly enough.
Yes, Pedro?
You know, Theo, both this game and Blue Dragon shared common staff, and I can tell because the mech design on all three on all three games, Chrono Trigger, this one, and Blue Dragon, is quite similar.
Okay, there is a credited actually designed specifically for the mechs, but I don't remember it. I'll check in between parts. Isat Senretsu. There we go. The other soldiers are relatively easy to fight. They just have pea shooters and they barely do any damage to you. Although, again, since you're in an escape situation, the gist is that sometimes you might have the fire from the engine, which gives you an extra bit of damage. But again, if you have grinded enough, you literally have nothing to fear, and again, Citan is busted enough to carry you for this section. It's not even a case like he's over, like Sephiroth in the flashback, they say he's level 50 and you 1. No, he's also on the same level as you. He's just that busted in terms of stats.
Makes me wonder how much more he's gonna be.
The asshole is just 2 turns over phase 1 turn.
Makes me wonder how much more powerful he's gonna get when we level him up more.
And again, in order to compensate this, is if her skills are only for supporting purposes, it doesn't even have any offensive capabilities. But again, if you know what to do, it does make him more deadly anyway. So there is that. Anyway,
I think
moving on.
it's probably too early to ask you who your favorite party member is.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, seriously though, that blonde guy with the eye patch, I have to wonder if that eye patch is something he needs or if it's just for show.
No, you will see what he needs. Anyway, we're out there in the open now. Doc, where did you go, Doc?
I'm right behind you, dude.
No.
Hey, can you hear me? I am moving the crane towards Veltal's cockpit.
How did you get all the way over there?
No
Magic.
questions. Scurry. Grab the crane to Veltal. We are going fast.
I got you, Doc. But when you're done, you hurry up there too, okay?
I mean, you are literally the best party member so
I
far.
gotta
It would
say,
suck to lose you.
You know, Tio, I think at this point the main character could end up going on that old Kaneka's top 10 saddest sads list.
Okay, I don't remember if I ever saw it. Anyway, you still have a time limit on this, so Fei has to meticulously walk on the crane here. 4 bastards to reach the gear in time and walk on a tightrope, basically.
And if
It's a
you
shame
fall
it's not-
off, thankfully he will catch himself, but he'll
Yeah, but
always
you-
go
but-
back
but
to
you
where
would-
you fell from.
Not just that, and you lose time still. So, yeah, again, you need to get there.
It's a shame this is not.
Oh,
doesn't
God.
work.
You
It's
know,
a shame it doesn't happen. It's a shame it doesn't happen. What happened with me doing my Final Fantasy VIII run, where I failed and yet somehow a glitch skipped me to the next scene. Still,
Tio and Shiroi, knowing Sony, if this were released in the PlayStation 3 era, this probably would have been required to use the 6-axis.
Oh, God. Here we
I
go
think
At
again.
that point, I would have just dropped the game.
You and I seem to have a fitted relationship.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Just get on inside me.
The Square game didn't
Ew.
really use the 6-axis though, I don't remember any.
No, me neither, actually.
no, it's
maybe,
quite mixed
maybe some of the
maybe
maybe some of the idol stuff, maybe Tomb Raider 2013 might have something like that, but I doubt it.
No, I don't remember that.
No.
All right, come on, Doc, over here. Hurry up. All right, there we go. And there we go. Also, cool imagery. Again, the cutscene, quote unquote, direction of this game clearly wants to mimic actual anime stuff. Hold on. You're able to get one of the weirdest in the entire game, actually.
Whoops.
I did it again.
Are you okay, Doc?
Well, Dr. Shitanuzuki. Feels like you have sacked your saccules and tickled your utricles enough for one lifetime. Wow.
Richard, what the fuck are you doing?
That sounds dirty, and I don't know
see-
why.
Did Richard get his fanfiction mixed up with the writing of this game?
Sorry about that, Doc. I didn't have time to open up the cockpit.
Stop! Don't say stop!
Are you really okay?
You see, what happened was Richard had just stopped watching his porno, and remember, at the time, his brain was still a bit split in half.
I couldn't even understand half of those terms, though. The first time I actually heard of that. Anyway, what you need to know is just a bit of technobabble. Fei feels, very natural at piloting the gear. Again, a thing that I remarked
Really?
beforehand.
Amazing.
Save yourselves, but leave your friends to sink in a sea of sand? Huh. Don't you believe in comradeship?
Oh my god, it really is Sonic.
Yes, sorry.
That's no
Upon-
good. Oh!
upon
Sweet,
upon
his
his
armor is red.
Is our special gear, the Brigadier.
It's red, the king of colors. That's not very manly of you two to leave your platoon to die while you run away in a gear, you know?
Buddy, they weren't.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know that, Twips.
Okay.
Let's fight.
If If we tell him that and he still acts his way towards us, then...
Well, to be fair, Dwibs, what reason does
Wait
he have
one
to
moment.
trust us?
We're not Aveh soldiers.
Can't you make a better plea for your life? Oh, cool, he's a pirate. You
Yeah.
come jumping out of an Aveh ship and claim that you're not Aveh soldiers? Stop trying to fool me.
I tell you, it's true.
Well, I need undisputable proof. How pathetic are you? Even if you're the pettiest of soldiers, how's about showing a little spine and put up a decent fight?
Well, he doesn't
Stop
have
it!
to
I'm
prove-
telling you, I'm not soldiers. I don't want to fight.
Right. Next you'll be telling me you're a girl, too. How nauseating. Why don't you just leave the gear and run away?
Oh man, and he has a whip weapon to boot.
For someone who doesn't want to fight, you're quite powerful. I see. An all-environmental model. So that's it, huh? Now I want it even more! Gimme!
Oh man.
Well, you did,
Sorry,
okay,
buddy.
okay. So this guy doesn't even ask for proof. You know?
Dwibs,
Even-
he's...
even-
Dwibs, he's a
fine-
pirate.
Dwibs, he's literally a pirate!
Like,
Dwibs. Next you'll be telling me that a good pirate never takes
not
something
even-
that
not
belongs to
not
somebody
even like-
else.
fuck off.
Not even like faking them out, just to say, can you give me proof? Psych whack!
Again, Dwibs.
Brand poo.
Next you'll be telling me that a good pirate never takes something that belongs to somebody
Jover,
else.
give me more credit than Disney.
This may shock you, but not every character in a story does always the exact same thing.
Chain Whip! Brigadier!
Damn it, he even has special attacks.
So what are we gonna do?
It's such a
Well,
thing,
we need to keep beating it.
Wild
Pedro,
smile.
yes, Pedro, I get it.
Anyway, take also notice of bad our special attack, Wild Smile. It's gonna be also important for later as well.
I said the fight was gonna take a while, but...
No. Thankfully, this one, gets resolved immediately.
Oh,
Again,
is this one of those cinematic fights?
no. I still actually have to beat the shit out of him. When his HP reaches that level, the camera shakes violently.
Mark.
Oh no! This is not good!
That's no good.
In the heat of battle, I go get caught in quicksand. Darn, me of all people.
Quicksand does not discriminate.
Nope.
No, it does not. Damn, it's all your fault!
You're the one
Boy,
who
are you
started
going to
the
get
fight.
it later, so be darn ready!
Why?
Because you're the protagonist and you've got it coming!
Fei just can't catch a fucking break these days.
No.
Okay, idiocy. Okay, guys, idiocy does not just apply to pirates either, does it? You started it. You did, you prick.
Oh man, not again.
Hey, come down here now! I'm not gonna kill you.
What?
All I want is for you to leave this gear. Huh?
They told us calm down.
Hey, you're not an Aveh soldier.
I told you that in my intercom transmission earlier. You're the one who refused to listen to me, right?
Sorry, so yes, I remember you were saying something like that. I went off half-cocked, thought you were the enemy. I mean, you did come from an Aveh ship and whatnot. Anyway, my name is Bart. I'm the pirate that works this territory.
My name is Fei. Was arrested for no apparent reason, shoved into another transport, and was nearly going to be sent up to a concentration camp until went and blew the thing to blazes.
Oh, well, you're welcome for saving you from that thing.
Anyway, I'm just glad to have been able to survive, I guess.
I see. Well, I'm glad I at least helped you out a little. But I didn't expect a civilian like you would be riding in a military gear. Besides, this gear is a brand new model. I've never seen this type before.
Let's just say that a lot of things have happened. Wasn't like I wanted to pilot it. Where are we anyway? Looks like we fell into one weird place. Never heard of huge stalactite caves such as these existing under the desert before.
What? You don't know anything, do you? Where are you from? The desert only covers around 1,000 sharls of the outer layer of the earth. the stratum underneath that consists of igneous rock.
From a sea of trees to a sea of sand, and now stalactite cave. What's next?
A volcano?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
We're in trouble. Look, the hole we fell through has disappeared. We better find some way out. So, you want to call a truce for now? At least until we find an exit and get out of here?
Yes, agreed. First we want to find the way out of here. So let's get going.
You know
Please.
what? You know what?
I think this is the start of a great friendship.
You know what? You know what? A character who messed up but acknowledges he messed up and just goes for the trucing without being a dick about it. I can appreciate that. I like this guy.
Again, it's not just over with Bar. There's a lot more that we just, not. The point we need to get from this is that the main soldiers have been actually rescued by the pirates. But I know this line, I'm going to mention it in a second. Excuse me, this is a nurse. Is there anyone who is almost dead, without arms and legs, or in need of abdominal operation?
I hear Anakin Skywalker may have been.
No one? Well, that's depressing.
Pardon?
Maybe she meant it in a way that she can't do her job.
Hold on, this guy, Pedro.
I see. So your young one has not just been shooting at anything and everything then, Sigurd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bart's not dumb like that.
Yes, he actually calculated this attack. Or so he says. As you can see, no one has died this time either. We got that through the PBS way. Go ahead, Reeves.
Sigurd, sir, the collection of the goods and soldiers of the Aveh transport is almost complete.
We're an
I do
efficient
think we should
business
keep
guy.
an eye on that
locate
nurse,
the young
though.
master. General Matrius'
Yeah.
platoon will scout around again.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
I don't know why. I've got a good feeling about these pirates.
Alright.
So, what happened to this young one you call master?
He fell into an underground cave with that other guy in a gear. It's near old excavation site, and he's riding a gear, so he'll probably be able to come up somehow.
Eventually.
We'll try to find him for a while, and if it doesn't work, then we'll wait for him at our meeting point.
Wow, they're so efficient a model that they're pretty much confident that he'll come back. That's
Yeah.
good.
To trust
Trust
a
him.
lot.
Yeah, I trust he'll get us into trouble.
You've got one
That's
of those
Bart.
brotherly relationships, don't
But
you?
I never thought I would meet you here. You. Citan, how much are
Jesus
you actually
Christ.
hiding from us?
This
It's not
guy is...
coincidence. It is an inevitable consequence.
This guy is just chock full of secrets. He really is a miserable pile of secrets, isn't he?
Hyuga, are you saying something is about to happen?
Hugo, what is this, Naruto now?
And I want to remind everyone, we're just in part 5 out of 68.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, this rabbit hole goes deep, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
we're gonna need a bigger shovel. But anyway, this is your first major dungeon, stuck in a gear with Bart, of course. Real name Bartholomew, proper name Bartholomew, obviously. He's already leveled up according to you, and as his proper set of skills. I don't think we're actually gonna see him, fighting on land in this part, but it's, we'll see him later anyway. So for the time being, we're gonna see him fighting in his gear, the Brigadier. Yes, Jova?
It's weird how the Overland sprite looks like Vital mixed with Bart's sprite.
That's because, again, similar to Final Fantasy VIII, your party goes, in line under, behind you. But if you're stand still, they eventually reach your position and you look like you've merged. Again, it's I normally prefer the dimensional pocket because it, streams away this problem completely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't mind them, falling around. I actually prefer that over the interdimensional pocket, especially because it makes your party feel like they're there. I'm just saying, though, that surprisingly looks like a decent enough model of the two merged. Like,
those are actually still 2D. Actually, the one on the field are still 2D sprites. obviously when it comes to combat, they are pretty model. But yes, again, surprising enough, despite again the team being composed by newbies, the sprite work in this game is actually very phenomenal, and it's gonna be a consistent thing for everything that Tetsuya Takahashi will work on that involves sprites, later on.
Ironically enough, the sprite work in this one feels like a better version of what Time and Eternity was trying to do.
Okay, now I'm not gonna go that far, considering it's 2 generation gap and it works in a different way. But
well, that's my point, though. It does the whole 2D art on 3D thing a lot better than Time and Eternity was trying to do.
And to be fair, something like Castlevania Symphony of the Night still also had a bit of a better sprite work compared to this. But again, for a first project from a bunch of newbies that tries to merge 2D sprites and 3D models, this is still very damn impressive, to say the least.
Yeah.
All right,
let's
basically
get going.
for the time being, like Bart suggested, we need to push that boulder.
I will say this.
shit.
Oh, wait. Hey, this is huge. What can we do with this? I doubt you can break it.
I guess we could try pushing it.
Wait! No matter how you look at it,
Well, it's moving.
is it really?
What the heck are you doing? Hurry up and help!
No, I'll just let you stand there. I'll just let you do it.
Well, it looks like we're humping it. There we go. Off.
God.
We can get by if we help each other. Let's keep it up so we can get out of here.
This will
Like
teach us
I-
the values of teamwork.
Okay,
The hydromechanic pipe for my knee joint is on the verge of breaking down. It's all because of that fall from the ceiling, all by pushing this mega colossal boulder. It won't be funny if my gear malfunctions in a huge cavern like this.
Your friends won't come and help us?
It'd be a waste of time waiting. They probably won't come.
But aren't they your friends?
We believe in a liberal upbringing. They'll think we
Or
can escape
gotta
by
go
ourselves.
fast, as it were.
I wonder if Doc is okay.
Don't worry about the man you were with. I'm sure our guys saved him by now.
Dot. You wouldn't have fallen in here if you had only listened to me.
Hey, don't blame it on me. You should have surrendered instead of challenging me. All I wanted was your gear.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who blindly attacked me. What else was I supposed to do? I thought I might die if I didn't fight you.
I was taking it easy on you. Couldn't you tell? You're a bit dense.
Oh yeah, whipping me with a chain.
Don't lie
that
to
was taking
me.
it
I
easy.
know you were serious.
What? You want some? Let's have it out. Right here.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Wait! Settling it right here comes first. I won't be able to get anything done until we settle this once and for all.
Then you
I
can
thought
die an idiot.
I thought you wanted a truce for now. Getting out of here should come first. Once we're out of here, then I'll fight you all you want. And hurry up and move it out of here. Yeah, Bart is a bit of a hothead, as you can imagine.
I don't like you very much. Damn it.
That much.
I'll get you when we get out of here. It's a friendship in the making.
Again, it's the start of a great friendship.
I'll say this, I'm getting better first impressions from Bart than I did with Ellie. Not to say Ellie was terrible, but... I
Each
don't know.
character, okay, most of them. Each character, most of the characters for your party have a purpose. Unlike in a game like say Chrono Cross, where you have like a gajillion different party members, but a lot of them have literally no characterization whatsoever. To compensate that. These operate still on the old school mentality of Final Fantasy 4 and 6, for example. But yes, you do have a sizable amount of party members, but each of them is different enough, and they do have a purpose of some kind. Some of them, unfortunately, had part of their characterization cut out for the things involved with the game. But for the purpose of the game, they still managed to work at least on a minimal level, and I will tell you what the gaps that had to be filled, that are missing are when the time comes.
Was
Go
Ellie
ahead.
one of those characters who suffered
No,
from the...
no, absolutely not. If anything, it's more of a case where it's the late party members are way less developed than the first couple of ones. So
Okay,
all the
then.
ones that you've seen so far, Fei, Citan, Ellie, and in this case Bart, have plenty of characterization around them. So
Okay.
there's that.
And again, it's not like Ellie's a bad character to me right off the bat. It's just that, I don't know. Something about Bart gives me better first impressions with his interactions with Fei than
If you
now
played
Ellie
well,
is.
not just you, Jova, but for the audience, if you played Xenoblade 2, you might recognize this character design because the
Zeke.
character of Zeke was clearly modeled, even in personality, after this guy, and it shows.
Yeah,
But
like,
in Xenoblade 2, he's played more for comedy rather than being just the cool dude.
Zeke
In
is
here,
oh,
yeah,
gosh.
go on.
Zeke is essentially the protagonist, or so you would think. He's
He
not actually the...
desperately wants to be, but the world is just happens to be against him, the poor
And-
bastard.
Him and his turtle,
Yes.
which keeps getting handled by people who shouldn't handle it.
and Nia literally calls him a British slang for a dick.
Well, that's
So
just
many
Nia
dick
being...
jokes in this part, and half of them weren't even
Yeah.
from the game.
Well, gee, what a shock. Nia being a sassy Welsh catwoman. That's pretty much her full-time job.
How did Nintendo manage to allow them to get away with that?
Nintendo have gone to some dark places lately. I mean, never mind the fact that Nintendo are the ones who are less likely to censor stuff compared to Sony, so...
But
yeah.
but anyway, let me also explain this. Occasionally you can find in this particular dungeon this fix bot, which apparently will decide to randomly help you instead of attacking you, which is nice, you know. It's clearly there to give you a bit of training wheels to this actual dungeon because it's your first experience and you might run into trouble soon enough.
Wow, an enemy that literally helps, so it's probably better to just run away than kill it.
No, you can still kill it anyway. It's not like if you kill it, it never responds or it attacks you later. So again, it's literally the game giving you a bit of help because you're in this kind of situation. Excavations. Yeah, this particular bot is just there for a shot. Go ahead, Leaves.
Sand sensors have detected an abnormal amount of sand. The sand barrier south of Terran Stones has been sealed to prevent sand from entering excavation site.
Oh, we'll absolutely be okay. There's literally an excavation site here. What's with this gear? It's well maintained for a gear just left lying around like this.
I
Aveh
wonder.
excavation site number 8. Gear number 3. Yes. There is a barrier wall in the southeast of Terran Stones that was built to stop the shifting of sand. Until the barrier reopens, please assemble at the shelter located to the east of the barrier wall.
Well,
that sounds like where we need to go.
Again, since you don't really have a map for this kind of dungeon, key point in the environment and your compass are extremely vital in understanding where you go. And again, the free movement of the camera is there to give you on purpose because otherwise you will actually get lost if you're not careful. Mind you, it's not even a case where it's completely, anti-newbie, because like I said, the game does give you the tools, but it's not holding your hand as, like, say, a more modern game would, in this case. I wouldn't mind if there was an hypothetical, not even like a re-release or a remake, like an advanced version, still a kind of minimap function, like that, just without, the GPS function, because again, otherwise the game still gives you enough tool, but the minimap would be the extra touch that will make things more clear for everyone.
Iron
Especially-
G-Whip.
Triangle whip.
I'm guessing that's for Bart.
Yeah, Bart operates with whips. He actually is one of the few party members who actually has weapons. Like I said, surprisingly enough, only a few party members actually use weapons. Most of them use their bare fists or some kind of other stuff, which means they don't really have, anything to equip in their, armament equip. But yeah, because later some particular dungeons will actually give you a map, because otherwise those are particular sections that do require you more strategizing and placing key points. So it's more important for those. So the game understands that, but it's not for every single dungeon. So I do believe that in order to balance things out, just giving you the minimap would suffice, because otherwise the locales are differentiated enough for you to actually see. The important bit is that the dungeons are structured not just in horizontal but in vertical, as you've seen, which means that you have to be careful also on the altitude on exactly on where you are. It's not just a simple case of going from point A to point B. You need to go also through the elevation axis. But anyway, in the next part, we continue seeing if Bart and Faye's marriage can be saved or not, and see if they can get out of the cave. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.